Alright, so let's go with our next turn. So we're going to go through the normal sequence. And that sequence is, we do any start of turn effects. There are no start of turn effects. We draw 2 cards per hero from the draw pile. So we have another miracle card for Hilbert, and Danger Sense. It's a free action, actually costs 0, basically makes you reroll damage, and they take the lower of the results, so that's really good. That's actually really good. And then we're going to draw 2 for Arbosh. So High King's Document, a player of your choice gains 3, draws 3 cards. It's a 3 endurance cost. Then we have Gangrene. Pick an opponent that lost at least 5 damage from an attack, and they lose one health. That took 5 damage from attack, they take 1 more health every turn, at the beginning of every turn. So not bad. Although, yeah, not bad. Okay, cool. So that takes care of drawing the cards. And we really technically, I guess, should have done the ready and the exhausted cards first before we did that. The endurance. And then we gonna ready and exhausted cards. So our endurance cards are gonna reset. Put up to 2 cards face down. So do we want to put any more cards face down? I think I definitely want to get rid of this miracle, just again because yeah, and then get rid of this for an endurance. So that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's gonna give us 7 endurance for Hilbert. Gosh. Yep. And then I think I'm gonna choose not. I'm gonna choose not to get rid of any here. I really need to get more cards in Arbosh's hand is what I need to do. So we'll do that, and we will start with Arbosh. So I think I'm gonna 1, 2. Oh man, maybe I should have done that. I'm gonna do the Gangrene as an endurance card. 1, 2. So I'm gonna pay you 3 endurance to draw 3 cards. We get unexpected attack. Basically, it's a counter attack as a free action if we took any damage. Then we've got Warfare. Add 3 to our hero's melee attack, which is currently a 14, so that actually make it a 17, so it's pretty much always going to hit. And how ironic, another unexpected attack. Okay, well, they'll at least give us some options, right? So we have 2. We basically potentially have up to 3, because remember we can turn that for an endurance if we needed to. Oh, and here's the card. So that's goes to our discard pile. It's not really a lot. I mean, I haven't played that 3. I've got 2 more left basically, and I want to be able to attack. Prefer to be able to try to attack twice if I really can. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to spend this fate to draw a card. That's what I'm going to do. Oh. That's interesting. So what I drew was Feat of Strength, which we've seen. That's where I can lose a health to get 3 endurance. Do I want to do that? Because that would give me a total of 5, which would mean I could put this Orc Nose Axe out there and make at least 1 attack by exhausting that. That's a lot of damage. And a much better chance to hit. Alright, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to pay 1 endurance. Oh wait, is that going to work? 3, 4. Nope, nope, nope. I'm not going to do that. So if I did that, I wouldn't have enough to do everything I want to do. Okay. Well, daggum. Alright, I guess we're just going to attack with our last 2 here. So, let's attack with... we'll start with our melee. So it's going to be a 14 or less. An 8, that is a hit. So that's a D6. And that again is against this archer. So that's a 5. There is no dodge for him. He does take 1 less because of his armor, which means he takes 4, but that is enough to give him to 15. So he is gone. Alright. And then that was our 1. Then we'll pay our last one to range attack. He's gone. The rabid forest wolf. I'm going to shift these down. Rabid forest wolf. That is a 7. So that is actually a hit. It's going to be a D6 plus 3. That's going to be 8. Wow, that was a good smack too. Oops. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, the book says the rules want you to put the tokens for their health on them and then take them off. I prefer to put the tokens on them as I do damage, which works better for me most of the time. Every once in a while, when they have something goofy with, you know, how much health they have left, that I got to do a little bit of quick calculation, but it's not that big a deal. So that's how we're doing it. That's how I'm doing it. You can do it however, whatever works for you. Okay, so let's go. Let's go over here to Hilbert. And what do we want to do? Oh gosh, I just realized the Swarm of Hornets is a liturgical chant. So gotta make sure I have 1 left over at the end of my turn. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 here. So I think if I paid 5, Alright, I'm gonna pay 2, 1, 2 to play the Protective Amulet. That's discard to prevent the effects of a liturgical chant spell or attack that has just been played. Then we're going to spend 1 to do my ranged attack from his basic equipment stones against the Rabid Werewolf. You rolled a 17, which is way too high. Then we'll do a regular attack. A magic attack, which is a swarm of hornets. That's a 1d6 plus 6. And he rolled a 17, and he's got an 11. He's got a 14. So, wow. Both of those missed. Oh, man. I'm going to go ahead and pay the one. Let's see. Oh. This is a long shot, but I've got them, so I might as well use them. I'm going to pay 2 to take the Touch Illusion action. Roll a 1d20 if the dice result is equal to or below 2. I successfully touch and get rid of the... okay, that was a 5, so that didn't work. But, hey, we had to take the chance, right? That's really all I think I can do. So, at the end of the turn, we have to pay for this. So, there's our 1 endurance card for that chant. So, that is everything for him. So now we go to our baddies. And what I'm going to do is, before I forget, I'm just going to put these little counters on here for the ones that have 2 attacks, just to remind me that they have 2. This is really just for me. I think it works pretty well. Everybody else just gets 1. So, alright, so let's start with the swamp monster. He rolls a 20. Nothing. 1 attack done, and his last attack. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that wasn't a 20, that was a 1. The starting hero suffers 1d6 plus 5 and discards 1 random card. Gosh. Okay, so that's 6 potentially that Arbosh is going to take. So if he's going to get his dodge roll, 11, nope, he's not going to dodge, so he's going to take 6 damage. So he's going to use Protect 2, exhaust that. So he's just going to take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll take him down to 17 from 21. Man, that stinks. It's weird. A 1 on the D20. Of course, I guess that's critical. So I guess that's, yeah. All right. So then we go to the Thieving Bat. Another 1. Are you serious? Place 1 of a random hero's permanent cards under the henchman. If the henchman dies, return that card to the hero's hand. Okay, well, I guess it's a random hero, so evens, odds. Odds. Let's put the crossbow, I guess, underneath here. So it stole his crossbow. What a jerk. Alright. At least it didn't do damage though, right? So first attack from the Mean Wolf. An 8, that's a 3 to 12. A random hero suffers 1d6. Evens, odds. Odds, so our boss is going to take 1d6. 1. Doesn't matter whether he saves his or not, he's going to take 1. So you go down to 16. And then the second attack. It's a 15. That's nothing. On to the Rabid Wolf. First attack is a 14. 14 is nothing. Next attack is a 4. A random hero suffers 1d6. Evens, odds. Evens. 1d6 to Hilbert. Of course. 5. I think he's going to discard this protective amulet to not take that damage. Yep, that's what he's going to do. Okay, so we remove a time token. At 3, draw a new henchman. So we get a mean highwayman. 1 to 14 attack. A hero chosen by the group suffers 1d6 plus 3. And then basically 15 plus is either nothing or they leave if the main boss is, the leader is gone. So, alright. There we go. We move the first player marker. We resolve any start of turn effects. There are none. We draw 2 cards. 1, 2. So we get a handful of sand. And this basically adds +3 to a henchman's roll during their turn. And admonition. Basically, if you had a henchman that had multiple attacks, then you could stop them from, that's a free action, you could stop them from doing any additional attacks. So we'll put those over there, and then we draw 2 for, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, so we have Resolute. If your health drops to 0, discard this card and reset it to 1. So basically this is like a, give us a little bit of life. And then Chainmail Leggings, which is armor legs, which we don't have anything in that slot currently, is a protect 4. So, of course it is a 5 endurance call, so excuse me, it's not cheap. That is a consideration. Alright. That's the cards. Ready any exhausted cards. So we're going to ready these babies. All of our exhausted attacks and our endurance. Excuse me. Then we can place cards face down for endurance if we want. Man. I think I'm going to take the 2 that we just got for Hilbert. Use both of those. So the admonition, handful of sand, both of those I'm going to use as endurance. It's going to take Hilbert's endurance to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's got plenty. But I don't let us get that extra attack card out, which we desperately need. I think the 2 unexpected attacks I'm going to use for Arbosh. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll give him 7. So hopefully he can get some stuff out this time around. Alright, cool. So let's start with Hilbert. And we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to pay 5 endurance. to put out animal shape. This is a melee attack at +2 to whatever you roll. But you do 2d6 +2, so you could do potentially a ton of damage. That is a liturgical chant though, so we will have to make sure that we have 2 endurance left at the end of the turn. At the end of the turn in order to pay for that. So well, the question is, don't I use this fate point to grab another card? I think I do. I just want to have options. And we get good memory. Oh, take a discard pile from your hand. Take a card from your discard pile to your hand. So that'll be a good one for a later round. Okay, so we have 4 left. Alright, so that's actually going to work out. So we'll pay 1. Use animal shape. And we're going to attack the mean highwayman with a 19. And we have a 12. Yeah, that didn't work. And then we're going to do the same thing for the swarm of hornets, which is going to be a magic based, which means we've got a 14 or less. Critical fail. Okay, critical fail. What happens on a critical fail? I haven't rolled one of those yet. Yeah, so a random card is taken from my hand. So I'm just gonna do this until I'm not sure, and then 1 through 3, 4 through 6. Okay, and we discarded Danger Sense. Let's make them re-roll the damage and take the lowest. Wow. Okay, that was a absolutely atrocious round, and we're going to end his round, and he's going to pay his 2 endurance to maintain these chants. So, oops, those have been exhausted. Now we've got okay, so here we go. We're going with Arbosh. Arbosh is going to Chihuahua. So Arbosh has, let's count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh gosh, you know what I just realized? I should have got 2 fate points because he missed twice. Probably could have re-rolled that last one, but that's okay, I won't do that. What did I say? 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 7 endurance. I think we're gonna pay 5 of the 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 7. For the Orc Nose Axe, that's the D6 plus 5. So put that out there. That leaves me with 1, 2, potentially 3 with that. Or potentially 6, depending on... Or no, if I pay... So if I pay 1 here, then I would have 4, 5 which would be just enough for the leggings, but I couldn't attack, so I don't want to do that. But I could increase my warfare value. I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's a bit risky, but we're going to do it. So I'm going to pay 1. To play this free action, lose 1 health, which I did, pay 1 endurance, which I just did, gain 3 endurance until the end of your turn. That's 1, 2, 3 endurance. We'll go ahead and exhaust this to get 1 more. Then we're going to play Warfare, so that's going to cost us 3. That's going to add 3 to our melee attacks. That's 17, so pretty much he should hit. That's what the hope is. And then we're going to use our last attack, Endurance, to attack with the Orc Nose Axe, which is going to be a d6 plus 5 against the mean highwayman. 6, so that's definitely a hit. And this is a d6 plus 5. That's 9. He has no dodge, but he reduces it by 3, so he's going to take 6. 6. Okay. And excuse me, I believe that is unfortunately all I can do with him. So now it's the henchman's turn. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so let's see here. We've got put out my little tokens for the attacks, so we know you've got 2. Both of the Wolfuses got 2. That Wolfuses, he got 2. Okay, so we'll start with the leader. First attack is a 15. That is nothing. Great. Oops. Second attack is a 12, which is heals the henchman furthest to the right of the row of villains by 2. Dang it. Alright, so it goes from 6 damage to 4 damage for our mean highwayman. Boo. Alright, bat is a 6. That's the starting hero suffers 1d6 plus 1. The starting hero is our boy over here, Hilbert. 1d6 plus 1. That's 2. And he gets to roll. Verse 5. I think that's a... Oh, that is a critical success on a test. So he gets another fate token, I believe. And he only takes half damage, so he only takes 1. Okay. Mean Wolf, first attack is a 10. A random hero suffers 1d6, evens odds. 1d6 is going to go over here to Arbosh. That will be a 3. He will try to dodge for half. 14, way too high. So he would take 3. We use the 2, just make it 1. So he's going to go from 15 to 14 by blocking with a leather shield. Second attack, 14. That is nothing. Rabid Wolf, first attack. Oh, geez. 4. A random hero suffers 1d6. Again, evens odds. That is an even. So 1d6 to Hilbert. 1. Whether he dodges it or not doesn't matter. So he'll take the 1. Alright, and the second attack is a 6. That is, again, a random hero, evens odds. Odds over here, it's a d6. He takes 4 potentially. He's going to dodge. No, he's not going to dodge. He's going to take 4. He has no way to block that. So he's going to go to 14 to 10. This is not looking good for the home team. And then the mean highwayman is the final one. And he's got an 11. A hero chosen by the group gets a d6 plus 3. Well, I think because we have way more hit points over here, it's definitely going to be Hilbert. A d6 plus 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. Saves. Doesn't save. He takes 7. Oh, actually, he wouldn't have taken any from that last attack. Because he suffers, it drops it by 1. I keep forgetting that. So he would take 7, so he'd actually only take 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he goes to 16 from what would have been 22. Hopefully I'm doing that math right. Okay, cool. We remove the time token. And we consult the time scale. At 2, nothing happens. So there you go. We can go to our next turn.